situation can turn into guys. Each one offers me something I need inside. It's like I'm fighting morning, noon, and night, trying to find my Mr. Right. How can I decide? Tell me, which one should I choose? Which one will I lose? Don't wanna be your fool, 'cause I'm really about to lose my cool. Which one should I choose? Which one will I lose? Don't wanna be your fool, 'cause I'm really about to lose my cool. Should I pick a nice guy? He tells me I'm beautiful, makes me feel special, knows how to make me smile. But how can I know for sure if he's the right one for me? I don't wanna be in denial. He's always real good to me, he cares about his family, so why do nice guys finish last? I'm fighting myself, I don't know what to do. It's like tug of war, I'm going back and forth. Give me a sign, trying to make up my mind, I'm running out of time. So tell me, which one should I choose? Which one will I lose? Don't wanna be your fool, 'cause I'm really about to lose my cool. Which one should I choose? Which one will I lose? Don't wanna be your fool, 'cause I'm really about to lose my cool. Should I pick the bad boy? There's something about him that makes me feel excited when he comes around. A roughneck that's never on time and he's full of lies, but he's sweet to me. He supplies my physical needs when he drops to his knees, making sweet love to me. I'm second guessing, really stressing, wanna make the right decision. The good man, strong, kind, the perfect balance, a man of his word, straightforward and wise, a real stand-up guy. How can I decide? Which one should I choose? Which one will I lose? Don't wanna be your fool, 'cause I'm really about to lose my cool. Which one should I choose? Which one will I lose? Don't wanna be your fool, 'cause I'm really about to lose my cool. Which one should I choose? Which one will I lose? Don't wanna be your fool, 'cause I'm really about to
Said I can't put my finger on it, it is something about a swag. So they got a little bubble, something with the hourglass. Hang it out the bar, on my bed.
Said I can't put my finger on it, they did something about a swag. So they got a little bubble, slimmed up the hourglass, tryna knock it out the park. On my bed, we can get into it slower, let me flex to get the gab. Baby girl, you so astounding, your essence I never had. We can make a different flavor if you let me handle that. Put it in a flick, rub your body down with heated oils, I'm a pro at this. Tryna hit you with that, where you going? Ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit. Hit her with that, where you going? Ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit. Hit her with that, where you going? Ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit. Hit her with that, where you going? Ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit. Hit her with that, where you going?
You been talking that shit, but now that it's time, don't run from me. Yeah, you heard what I said. Don't be late either, there's a meeting in my bed. And I'll be there waiting, ready to fulfill all your fantasies. Please, don't be timid, baby. No fears, come and talk to me. And tell me all the things that you like. All All the nasty shit you been dying to try. You been playing and I don't know why. Know that you a freak, why you acting all shy? Classy yet nasty, not to mention I'm fly. Pussy like drugs, you should let me get you high. Man, if you give me a chance, have you falling off the bed trying to run from this head? I promise.
Ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit. Hit her with that, where you going? Ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit. Hit her with that, where you going? Ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit. Hit her with that, where you going? Ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit, ain't no running shit. Hit her with that, where you going?
No matter where you are in this bigger world, dance like you used to do when you were a boy or girl. Don't matter your location, anyone from any nation. I just wanna know. Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go. I'm feeling the sunshine on me. Feeling the music running through my veins. Feeling the rhythm pumping in my feet. Make you wanna go. Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. Feel the groove, let your body move, make it go. Might sound a little bit crazy, but I don't care. All I wanna do is put my hands up in the air. Wind my waistline, bring it up, down, and round. If you could keep up, then we can get down. Can you feel it? Does the music make you feel alive? Does it make you wanna go? Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go. Feeling the sunshine on me. Feeling the music running through my veins. Feeling the rhythm pumping in my feet. Make you wanna go. Get it on your feet and dance with me. Dirty wine, dirty wine. Let me see you. Dirty wine. Rock it down, rock it down. Rock it down. Do the one drop, do the one drop. Skip to my loo, let me see you do the one drop. Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go.
Straight
And she said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. She said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. Make it better when you fall asleep. One call to make you weak. Give me about an hour and we can shower and blow some trees. Let me get between them knees. I'm a nibble like my tease. But once it's jumping, girl, I see visions of you and me. Yeah, I'm digging your essence. I like your sex appeal. Baby, that body's a blessing. I love the way you feel. I'm so addicted to that. Oh, nah. And I'm willing to stay forever if you hold that down. And she said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. She said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. And she said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. She said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Whoever's on, I know we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're on Instagram. So thank you guys for tuning in. This week on Book Club, we were reading The
Parable of the Sower.
There we go. I have problems saying the name, but yeah, it was a really good, a really interesting read, and we're going to sit and discuss about it. But we're going to talk about or show some events that are happening in Colombia right now. So give me a second. Let me find it. Finding it. Found it. Go ahead and mark those calendars because the community is showing out. First up, Claflin's University's Digital Art Summer Camp is going down June 2nd through the 6th. It's an even special opportunity for faculty and staff families. Kids can dive into digital design or video game design. Yes, it's giving future creators. Scan that QR code on the flyer and get them locked in today. Next, a good Black game night is back at Lux Life every last Sunday. We're talking games, laughs, and live vibes. So don't you miss it. Soulful Touch is looking for sponsors for their next live soul music show. If you love good music, now's your time to tap in. Then we've got Little Chefs with Magnolia Nature Club on May 17th. No bake fun for the kiddos. All hands and all smiles. And last but definitely not least, Wine About Bags with Laddie Howard, happening April 24th. Come sip, shop, and connect with the community in style. You already know it's a good time every time, so we'll see you there. Go ahead and mark those calendars because the community is showing out. First up, Claflin's.
I forgot it was loose.
But y'all could have saw the second time just in case y'all missed it the first. I mean, it is what it is. All righty. So getting into this week's book club, y'all, we like to start it off with a game. Just kind of get our juices flowing. What?
Yeah, on my side.
We need to call him back real quick.
Okay.
We're live.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, what else? Oh, yeah.
You were saying that you like starting off with a game.
Right.
What you mean?
And I was thinking, like, I don't know. That's all right.
I think y'all gonna like these games. These games.
We gonna see what the next
Yeah,
one
it's a new game.
It's a
So
new game.
again, we want to shout out to Tanisha Hall, Queen of Shout.
Tanisha.
Yes, she has been creating our game. She is a local game developer. She has board games and she also creates digital games. So if you're another podcaster and you're looking to, add some funk or some liveliness to your group, you know what I'm saying? Because she has a lot of pizzazz. Ooh, I like that. Pizzazz.
Sounds like a game.
Pizzazz. Okay. To your games, go ahead and make sure you hit her up. Her information has been listed and we are continuing to support her. So make sure you check her out and follow her. So let's get into the game. Gonna amp it to the stage. Get to guessing about the Brown Girls. Hold on. I need this to act right. What the heck? Okay. That's technically what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all ready? Y'all set? Let's go. It's about to start. Purple is the favorite color to how many of the brown girls?
I know. 3.
I'm gonna say 3.
That's 3.
Well, 5. It's 5.
5. Guess that's 3.
Everybody saying 3. It's 5. It has to be 5 because y'all.
Somebody gonna be wrong. Basically.
I'm gonna go with 3.
I'm gonna stick with 3.
Oh! All right.
You knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't 5. I knew it was
Mine is a favorite book. How many of the
I'm going with 3.
I don't remember. I'm gonna say 3.
I don't know.
Dang, I'm very competitive.
I got 2 right.
Oh no! What is happening? Are we buffering on here too? Oh man,
What just happened?
the internet, I guess, is stupid.
But I don't think.
We was having a good old time.
Can they hear?
Honey.
Yeah, they can hear us.
You
They can
still
hear us.
Okay, so we're still waiting.
Yeah.
Y'all keep tallying, so y'all know I got points.
So
in the last
it has
game.
to be.
I got 2 too.
I got
By the way, I
2.
got the first 2 questions.
I don't
they
remember
said.
what
Where
you
did
got
I-
on
So
the
we
last,
all got 2.
on the last game.
I think I only got 1 right.
I want to make sure.
I think I
Where did I
won.
save it
Yeah, the
as?
first game.
There's
Yeah.
a cumulative total.
How we
going
doing
on
a
here.
cumulative total? That's a different
Next
game.
time we're gonna have that like a little chalkboard.
We gonna have to
dry
do
erase
some.
board or
I
something.
quote.
Some.
Desiree
And I got a
said
dry
there
erase
will be
board
a
in my
prize
Yeah.
for the total points at some point.
I see
So she
that.
could have just been on the same game.
What the prize gonna be?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, what was the
Oh, there it
prize?
is. Shady 20. So you got,
I got 2 more.
so this time
Oh, I have 10. I got 10 now.
20.
I mean, I had 10.
Don't y'all love this?
What did I
So
win
this
the
is
last
why
ones? No, I
We're
didn't.
gonna have to go back to the
You didn't
tape.
win the one with 5.
Okay, so what did you get?
Me?
Uh-huh.
2. Got both of them right.
All right, 20. Oh, let me ask you, man.
Yeah, I was absent.
She
you ain't
got
no point.
zero.
You got
Calm down.
Everybody did not have to like do a chorus of
0
zero.
points.
Y'all
That's
was
gonna be a
harmonizing
zero.
with the zeros. Like, that's enough.
Sorry. Just wanted to make it clear.
Okay. Hold on. Let's see. I forgot where exactly. Oh, there. Okay. All right.
Ready? Gotta put this experience to the next one.
Okay.
No.
You just, I got the last.
Oh my God, this is a hard one.
Like that.
I was gonna say that's right too.
I'm gonna say
I think
Shemaine.
it's- I think it's good.
Might be trying.
No, I know what her book is. Oh, I can't remember. Well, I don't remember exactly what Okay, I got all right. Ma'am.
Yes.
Maybe I should be honest.
Should I do
Okay,
it?
that was a fun game.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
that
you.
was good.
See, y'all like it.
No one was embarrassed.
Right.
Not yet.
Our games have evolved.
Thank you.
We had to watch you make out with your hand.
Oh gosh.
That was her.
That was
No, that was
you. That was definitely you.
like
Oh
what?
my goodness.
Y'all just mad because me and my hand love each other.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay.
Shut up. That was good. That was good.
We just got started.
like
Yes,
Jay.
you were cut off. Yeah. You need to time out.
Grab her glass because I don't know.
Wait, me?
No, her.
Oh yeah. She said we know. Fuck you.
Okay.
All right, let's
Back
stay on
track.
track. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Moving right along.
This session of the Brown Girls Book Club is proudly brought to you by our advertisers who are passionate about supporting community-driven initiatives. Thank you for helping us bring this vision to life.
All righty. So yes, thank you to our advertisers.
Thank you.
Couldn't do it without you. And again, if you're interested in advertising opportunities, make sure to check out our content and email us at BrwnGrlz, BrwnGrlzEnt@gmail.com.
Boom.
Drops mic.
It's the slow motion.
All righty. So we are going to get into the game. I'll have so much fun. We're going to get into the discussion of the book. So again, we were reading the
Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler.
I want to say sour.
Okay,
Why it
and
ain't
sink.
sour?
Yeah, that's what I
Sower.
want.
Because
Why are
you
you
read
saying
what you
sour? Sower.
and
Oh.
then
Sowing
the
seeds, yeah.
shares. It's
Yeah.
kind of is a play on that too.
Okay, so
shares,
let's talk
yeah.
about the title because I was confused on what this like from the title.
It's a parable in the Bible.
Yeah,
the
parable
parable
of
of
the
the
sower.
Oh, okay. Y'all can tell who don't read the Bible.
You just said the quiet part out loud.
It definitely said that.
Shoot.
It definitely
It's
said
okay.
that.
It's okay.
Mm.
So in the
Yeah.
in the book actually ends with the actual scripture
Mhm.
from the Bible, and it's basically talking about having seeds.
Mhm.
And if you throw seeds on like a rock, it's just going to wither. So it's basically about if you want something to grow and be fruitful, you have to sow in fertile soil.
Okay, so you guys that have never read this book, I think you probably should read that scripture and get it broken down to understand. So then now all of the book made sense to me because I was lost. So Y'all just answered a pivotal question.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Because it's like, okay, I get it, but I don't. But I do have one real question. I'm not saying that none of my questions aren't real, but this one is real because out of all 5 of us 3, I think this was our first time reading the book. These 2 had already read the book. Now, just to give y'all a little brief history, this book or backstory, story. The book was actually written in like 1992, 1993, and it's based on the time 2024 to 2027. So these women had read this book long
I didn't read it a long time ago.
Ageism.
This is like ageism.
I think she's trying to
Are you trying to make a joke?
We read the book
long,
in the 90s.
long time. Why you could just say they just read it, a couple years ago?
I mean, because I felt like it added texture and
Not texture.
and definition to the question.
So
right?
to the book.
Yes. So the book itself, right? So I wanted to ask you two, because you read it then and reading it now, like how do you remember how you felt reading the book and then now reading it? Because it's like you go from like something that like a time that we couldn't even think of or imagine because we weren't there to actually reading it in the time that it's based in.
I know I was thinking like, so we picked this in the fantasy, like
Sci-fi.
sci-fi genre. And so I remember thinking like reading it now, I'm like, is this in the right category? But then reading it in the 90s, it was about the future. And these things just didn't seem imaginable or possible. So, but reading it now, it didn't read that way.
It read like, ooh, this is very plausible and possible. I think too, being older, so having like a deeper understanding of how the world works, and just your identity as a woman and just how being a woman in that society added an
Thank you guys
extra
for
layer
joining.
of challenge. I don't know what that was.
Added
a layer of challenge, specific challenges. So I think that was a different experience to add to Shane's point.
And those us that are our first time reading it, what were y'all thoughts?
I mean, yeah, like you said, I think it was. I mean, it's not about. I mean, the time isn't right because those things aren't actually happening. But can those things be true? Absolutely. It was a lot of stuff going on in that movie. I mean, in the movie.
They had a movie
in the book.
Some of those things are actually kind of happening. So the privatizing.
But what I'm saying
like
is
social services is really happening right now.
Right. But I was just saying, as far as how the book is, it's not.
It's extreme.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. But yes, those things are definitely.
That's what
it definitely take place for sure.
Like seeing how the police system and how like you had to pay the police.
And then they didn't even have to do the job. They just robbed you basically.
Like this is
basically.
And seeing like, with the conversations that we're having now with certain human services are being privatized and like sold off to private companies. And that's something that is a little not terrifying, but a little jarring to see like the extreme of that. Like this is how, if we go too far down that path, this could be a reality.
But it's like, even in these times, like right now, because all I could think about is we're 5 years away from that.
I thought the book was very refreshing, and I thought it was basically introducing us to what the possibilities of the future that can happen. Like you're saying, it's already starting in certain aspects, but like I said, the book was just the first couple of chapters. I was like, what the heck? But I was like, okay, how can I make this book more relevant to what's going on in today's societies, and especially like my life? So thanks for the book. I appreciate it.
How y'all feel about her being a what did she say? What is it called?
A
sharer.
Yeah.
Like, what did y'all think about that?
I think we all are one.
Yeah, I think that is one of the things, like when you see like the breakdown of society like that, and even today, think about how many people you come in contact with in a day to where you like, baby, just smile.
Yeah.
Like just, it's love here. You don't, Like I told y'all before, like I am practicing aggressive kindness. You gonna have a hard time being mad at me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going on in your life, but what we can control is how we treat each other. So I think that kind of reminded me of just seeing how sometimes you could, like going through the drive-thru or something like that, you could see people like they got a lot on them. Like you can see people are tired. They're like grumpy and frustrated and they're going through it. And it's like just being able to feel that, which there are people that are empaths. But then when you think about, you know, those people, they're probably going to be more likely to die off sooner in a society like that because of the compassion that they have and being able to empathize for people. So for her to be able to navigate in that world and find that balance, which I do think she got from her father.
For sure.
I thought that was commendable, and that we could learn something from protecting your heart, but while protecting yourself, but still loving people and caring for people. So I thought that was cool.
I feel like that could be an easy way. If I don't know any empaths. I know that I be feeling people's energy, but not to the extreme of how she feels it and stuff like that. Bleeding. Yeah, where she was bleeding for people and stuff. That's a lot, but I can only it's a lot.
I'm bleeding for you, baby.
Right now.
Every 28 days.
Yeah, but it's like every time. For real.
No, I'm doing that for me. I'm doing that for me.
For real. But every time you like, if somebody is hurting or if even like something as small as them having a headache and you feeling that, I feel like that's insane.
Yeah, and there are some people that do that. Even like some moms that they have those maternal feelings, like they can feel when their child is in pain and stuff like that. There are, you know,
but that's different. Just being able to like going around anybody, not just your child, just be like being out and somebody you walk by and they have like this terrible pain, and all of a sudden you feel that pain. It's like, what the fuck? Exactly. Like, how do you even live like that? Like,
I would be at
but I think that's you know, her father.
But her father teaching her how to be able to, you
live
know,
out in the world.
Live life through that was commendable, especially for somebody who doesn't even know how that feels for himself. Like, how do you tell somebody how to go through life with a I don't even know what to call it, but like with that ability.
Yeah. How did y'all feel about her relationship with, or just the dynamics of relationships? Because with some of these, the women being a lot younger and it being like socially acceptable for, you know, a 15 or 16 or a 17-year-old to be with a 23, 24-year-old. They was just like, just make sure y'all get married. How did y'all feel about that? Just being a woman yourself and seeing how our society views those type of relationships now, you know, with people putting more emphasis on what statutory rape is and being groomed and things of that nature. Like, how do you think that should be still upheld in a society like the one that's in the book? Or
I think, and this is just me, because I didn't really think about it until you asked that question. I mean, I did think, because when what's his name? Tabole? No. Ben Cole. Yes, when Ben Cole.
You blended like three people's names.
I wasn't even gonna pretend like I was gonna be able to say any of their names.
I was like, the guy at the end, in the park, and the other one she grew up with. But like, no, you know, him after he did the thing is when he was like, and how old are you anyways? Like, you didn't think about it till after the fact.
Right.
And now you're like, oh my God. But it's like, you already done did it.
Right.
You know, and now, you know, you have some type of whatever. But I feel like in this time when you're looking at the lifespans of people, like people aren't living to be a certain age because they're pretty much fighting for their lives. So you appear to be weak. We're only trying to keep it strong, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like to keep a bloodline or the likelihood of their kids being able to see, you had to probably maybe mate with the, you know, and continue to mate, because kids were dying left and right. So all they could do is just have another child or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that it's okay, but I'm just saying, like, in this predicament, it's, you know, they're trying to either, I don't even, like she said, I don't even want to repopulate in this, like, why repopulate? Like, but the only way that our people are going to continue to move forward and go through this is if we have people and you're creating, you know, change makers, like kids that are like, I'm not dealing with this, and they start changing the atmosphere. So like everything evolves in time. So yeah, maybe the rug was pulled from up under them, but after, you know, because then like in other sci-fi movies,
I don't know if I would want to contribute to that.
Well, I mean, that's what she was like.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know where this thing is going. I'm reproducing to these kids into this world. I don't know what the hell that life might be like
3 months because there's no food for them. What you gonna say?
Exactly. Like that's wild.
So I have a totally different take, and it may be because I've read other books from Octavia as well. So, and I'll say that when I read this as I was a younger person with less means, and obviously the future hadn't happened yet, but reading it now, I see it all as like a metaphor. Like that's what I read into it, and I feel like her touches of like little snippets about modern day slavery and taking on Yoruba names, which most of our people came from that region of West Africa. I honestly, as I read through it and started, to me, it felt like almost, y'all gonna have to follow me.
We follow.
Like
go ahead,
Underground Railroad, like leaving slavery, like how terrible slavery was, and people on the Underground Railroad and believing they're going to something better, going to the North. They were not accepted. Things were still out of reach for them. The roles that were available to them were domestic work or just work no one else wanted. And so, you know, leaving something bad and going to something better, right? Like the circumstances were so bad, right? But that community, because we know during, you know, being enslaved, like people's family members died and other people took on their kids or families were separated. So your family didn't look like maybe your family that you started out with. And just the dangers along the road of traveling north. That's like where my mom went. But again, I'm a child of the Great Migration. So that's what I saw. And even kind of leading up all the way until the end of the book and picking people up along the way and getting to what you thought was like this promised land. And it wasn't what you thought it was. And you were still facing the same thing. And people are taking your money. And the path wasn't easy. But that community that still came together. Not your family that you started out with. And, you know, making a choice like, okay, well, I can stay and go to this other community because they talked about it. Like they really were going to be worse off because you weren't going to have enough money.
Money.
So they were putting you in.
You basically going to be a slave still.
So that's what I related the entire book to, like the journey of being enslaved to what you think is like this carrot dangled of a better life. But the harshness of even like traveling that road to get to that better life. So I know it's probably like way off. That's just where my mind went.
No, I mean it makes perfect
like
sense.
Reading books, it's like you analyzing that literature. That's how you really get the depth of what they're trying to convey. So it's like all perceptions. I don't think there's any wrong answer when you're like discussing what someone created when it's something written. Because and I think that's her style of writing. She leaves so much room for you to interpret so that it resonates with you in a way. That's what I gathered from Octavia. But you said something interesting when you brought up community and the role that it played. And that's one of the questions here. What role does community play in Lauren's survival and leadership? So how do just diving deeper into that, we touched on, you know, money and needing that sense of community and needing people, but also at the same time, having to know who to trust, who not to trust. How do y'all feel about that? Like the role that community played in her survival?
I want to say at first, in my mind, I'm thinking, fuck the people, you know. But fuck the people, get your ass to goddamn Canada by yourself. You don't need nobody.
But
you know
how
what I'm saying?
you gonna get there by yourself?
But yeah, exactly. That's why I said that was my initial thought at first. But then as I'm reading, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're gonna need people. You're gonna need somebody to help you out, watch your back, all that good stuff. So. That is important, but my mind was in a different space for a little bit. So fuck the people, but
that's no preservation.
You know what I mean? That's partly why I saw it. Like if you already free, but you going back Right. People, like you could have just stayed and enjoyed your freedom or whatever it was, but you see the value in helping other people and feeling for them or bleeding for them, or you're able to risk it.
It's important to reach back.
And but at the same time being aware that women are treated different, right? Yes. So disguising yourself because it's safer. So making those sacrifices for not just for yourself, but for others as well. Because she said it several times. It's like for us to be.
Can I ask a question? What y'all thought about Keith? I remember his name.
Keith was like that.
Keith is name. Got caught up. I mean, he got caught up.
In sociology, when someone goes against the societal norms, like what's considered legal, to make a way or means for them, it's called innovation. So when they do it, when we do it, it's called crime. Right? But I just feel like he was a product of that time.
But then he was also naive too, because for me it was like your dad, like you're trying to do the things like his dad saw it, and I guess that's she had made reference to the gun as to why he was so gun happy. It's like, why are you so gun happy? You don't even understand what's going on and the importance of not doing this. And so he got out there and he's thinking he's living the high life, bringing money back, because he doesn't understand that these people will use you until they don't need you no more.
But you know what they say? In order to lead, you must first learn how to follow. And he had the blood of his father in him, to where he had that natural leadership.
And he felt like he needed to be a leader.
He felt like he knew better, but he would not take instruction. And so I always tell, because I have a key. One of my children is a key.
Read this book.
I have a key too. Hello.
Read this book.
You must first follow. You cannot know everything.
That's right. But you can also argue his father did it the right way and he still ended up gone. So I mean, it's about choices.
That's definitely
But
true.
what do y'all think happened to his dad? Like, I mean,
I don't know. I was hoping they were going to explain, or his body was going to show up or something.
He just
disappeared.
Y'all think the arm was his arm?
No, they tested the fingerprints.
It wasn't him.
That's crazy.
What if Daddy escaped time? Escape the town. He escaped.
He just left.
He said,
I just don't think that
we do it,
his
character. But I was just like, it was a lot of like, because even in how it ended, it's kind of like I don't feel like it was long. I just feel like I wanted it to be wrapped up nicely. Like,
not like it was long.
Yeah. But I'm saying though, it being long, I still wanted to know more, right? Like how how it was going to really end for them. Like they did the burial. Okay. Did they start this community? Like, is it a part 2? Just kind of like wanting to know what kind
I feel like it definitely could be
a part 2.
But
so like,
and there is a second book in the series called Parable of the Talents. So another parable from the Bible. I don't know if it's a continuation.
I never read that.
When I went back to repurchase it or realized that I still had a copy of it on my Kindle, showed you how long I had it. There's a book 2. It said 1 or 2 for Parable of the Sower. It's Parable of the Talents. I don't know if it's a continuation, but I honestly like this book. It takes a lot out of you. So I would hope that we read something happy next. I hope we read something happy.
Did you have any questions? Oh, okay. All right. Cool beans. All right. I mean, I really did. I think like I liked the book, but it just, for me, like you said earlier, just didn't feel sci-fi. It just felt like, shit, this is what's happening. It was more so like for me, because I was reading it while I was driving, and I was like, oh my God, this is where we're going. These tariffs. And then like the part where these companies are buying off the land, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is where we could really end up.
Several of the things I have to say, she definitely was a visionary because like the measles outbreak, it talked about a measles outbreak in the news, and that's happening in Texas, right? it talked about like climate change. That was referenced.
I think she had a
in
dream.
book
She saw the
two.
future and she wrote it down.
So she definitely got
that's
some
why
of
I said
the
it was kind of
things.
more so like
Right.
Richard
futuristic.
Orwell, 1984. Have you ever read
Yes,
that book?
I read that
I
one.
feel like that this book kind of gives that type of
You said what? I
like
missed it.
foreshadowing.
It's another book that was written about the future.
Future that's
What's
What's
like,
the name of the book? We both
1984.
1984 by
Okay.
Richard Orwell. It like
It's a
when I read that
famous
book,
book.
I was like, and I know we going off
Mhm.
a tangent, but I was like, that sounds like Amazon.
That
That sounds like Apple. Like it was very interesting. So this kind of gives me that type of feeling to where it's supposed to be like this futuristic thing, but like you said, it's like this doesn't feel too far fetched.
Yeah, like we're 5 years away from
Yeah,
this.
I mean now, but you know, she did. I mean, the book was written a while ago, so at the time,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, this is just a little too spot on.
Right,
So people
right.
stop, like, is it? What is this? Is this real?
Catch me.
But this is
We done
know
went
something
back
we
to
didn't know.
Future, like for real. But,
I did want to just
read
read the verse that because I wanted to look at it
Mhm.
just so, and if y'all don't know what it is,
Now you know.
it's supposed to be Luke 8:4-15. Where did it go? Because that's not what I was looking at. A sower went out to sow his seeds, and he sowed. Some fell on the path and was trampled on, and the birds of the air ate it up. Some fell on the rock, and it grew up. It withered for lack of moisture. Damn, I thought the whole thing was right there. It's 8-14. Moisture. Some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew with it and choked it. Some fell into good soil, and when it grew, it produced 100-fold. As he said this, he called out, "Let anyone who hears to listen." Let anyone with ears to hear listen. Then his disciples asked him what this parable meant. He said, "To you it has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom of God, but to others I speak in parables, so that looking they may not perceive, and listening they may not understand. Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of God. The ones on the path are those who have heard. Then the devil comes and takes away the word from the hearts, so that they may not believe and be saved."
So now that makes me think about Earthseed and like how she created Earthseed. And Sierra, you had shared your questions with me, and I forgot the question.
What was the question?
Do you see Earthseed as a source of hope or control?
I felt like it was hope, and I felt like it definitely because when Ben Coley, now I know his name again, but when he was asking like what else, then like change. You're saying change is God, but change can be interpreted. You're leaving all this to interpret. Like, what if Jesus was here today? And would he? Yes, you know what I'm saying. And it was like, it. Even when you look at Christianity and you look at religion as a whole, and you see how it has evolved into interpretation or control. When it came to slavery, and you had people reading that, listening to, and couldn't read, it just like, oh, just give me a second.
Take a moment.
But it was just like all of it. It was like, it's a lot in my mind right now, and I'm trying to get it out.
And that's why there's so many things connected.
Yeah.
Even as you say that, I'm thinking about like slavery again, where we couldn't read books.
Right.
People.
I'm thinking about today,
even how religion was used to control us.
And even in the book, a lot of people couldn't read.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
today, illiteracy
and that
is
too
a problem.
Mhm.
Like the average American reads on a 5th grade or 6th grade reading level, I believe.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be advanced in times when that was the case, like going back into like what the 30s, 20s. Not everybody could read, only the privileged and the rich could in school. And then now we're looking, when we're supposed to be the most advanced, we got AI, we have social media, we have all of these things, and to have all these advancements.
But spell receive.
How you spell that?
No, I'm not telling you.
No.
Look, she felt like on the spot.
That was
Right.
not part of the game.
Don't.
Listen. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. I can read, but I just cannot spell. Okay.
But like Shemaine said, that's why everyone
I
can
was
get
trying
what
to
they
use it I
want,
before
right?
E or E before I. Which one?
It doesn't follow the rule, but that's not the point. The point that I was saying was I wasn't asking you literally to spell receive, girl. You look like you had saw a ghost. Like, why
before
you do
E
this?
except after C.
Right.
Okay.
Like,
So,
it
okay.
doesn't
that word
apply
doesn't
to
follow the
receive.
rule.
Huh?
Yeah.
That word doesn't follow that rule though, because
Well,
English
then
don't
we're
ever
all
make
So
no
it's
sense.
I-E or E-C-E-I-E. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was spelled it wrong.
But the whole point was lost at this point.
I'm sorry.
It's not a spelling
The
bee.
point is, you should know how to read, learn how to read, teach kids
Amen.
how to read.
Yeah.
Because
Amen.
if anything, people can, manipulate the word if you can't read the word yourself.
Exactly.
So if we started this conversation off about faith, if you can't read the word of God, then someone else is telling you how to know they're telling you the right thing, and people can use it and twist it to control you or make you think
That's
it
how
says
people
something
end
that it
up in
doesn't
cults.
actually say.
And so do y'all think religion itself?
And that's the fine line with Earthseed,
what?
where it could become controlled
Control,
because
yeah,
if they don't
'cause
have that
They don't know how to read.
ability to read. Say
It's
Lauren
up
is
to
gone.
interpretation.
Because, if Earthseed lives and grows, thrives well after her, then people could come in and use that spiritual narcissism to be able to control.
Yeah.
So it's a fine line when you're
Mhm.
starting something new and
Mhm.
wanting something. I mean, we're all here representing something that was birthed, right, for good intentions. You have to fight to preserve that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Definitely.
So I had a question, but I forgot it, but it was about leaving room for but damn, what's the word I'm looking for? Interpretation, like leaving room for interpretation. Like in any religion or anything, do you think it should be okay to leave room for interpretation? Because like if you define it, like I'm trying to think of an example, like like something you have to do versus the things that like even speaking in that verse, like or reading this book, everybody's interpretation of what we read is different.
Mhm.
So it's freedom in that.
Right.
But then when you take something and you say and you give it restrictive rules, then there's control in that too. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
And that's why you always have to understand the context of the time when the Bible
Right.
was written as well. Because if we're talking about sowing, we're talking about a farm culture, a farm civilization. And yes, some people today might not understand how to relate that to their current life.
Yeah.
So you got to dig deeper and really look at that and what that means and how that relates to your current life and how to apply it today.
Thank you,
Right.
Justin.
And then like what I was saying earlier is like anytime you're reading, anytime anybody creates something, any type of creation of something, no matter what you want people to perceive and to understand, they're still going to perceive it in the way that they receive that information.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we see that in religion. We see that in anything. We see that in cancel culture. We see that everywhere where somebody can say something and it is perceived by the masses to mean something else. And it's like, hold on, did you play the second part?
Right.
Yeah.
That's not what I was saying. But also, too, I think that with anything, when you're dealing with belief systems, I don't feel, for me personally, I don't feel that it is a restriction or a rule, but it brings order.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I have found that in my belief system, I actually found more freedom in understanding the order of things and not necessarily feeling like I'm restricted or limited. Mm-hmm. And that there are some aspects of belief systems that it is, room left for interpretation because it has to resonate with you and your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also some things that it is what it is.
Like thou shalt not kill. Yet we kill, but in order.
Who is we?
Well, I'm saying no, not we. I ain't never killed nobody. Y'all ain't never killed nobody. I'm talking about like in wars. I'm talking about
Right.
And how does that make it okay? Like what's the
doesn't make it
difference in
okay.
that?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
But
because society,
there's biblical wars. There's wars in the Bible
right,
Right.
too.
God
Exactly.
told people to
But
go out
then
and
that
slay the
rule
Philistines.
is thou shalt not kill.
Right.
So like even in the Bible, it's like in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. And this is from God and yet we have, and I can go into the Crusades and all that because that was for something different, but still a lot of people still do that in the name of their country, in the name of their king, in the name of whatever. So like when you talk about the order of things, like I'm trying to figure out what I was trying to say at this point, but it was bridging those two together because the order of things states that we shouldn't do this, yet it still happens.
So, well, we're going into like a conversation of religion, right? So when you're talking about the 10 Commandments, and those are something that was developed in the Old Testament, but with the New Testament, the sacrifice of Jesus shedding his blood to be the ultimate sacrifice for all sins.
Happy belated Easter.
Right. So that is the law.
Right.
His death does not do away with the law, but it covers us from the things that we do that would damn us. Right. So that doesn't, like, the order of things is the order of things, but those things change because of our existence and how we interpreted that things and decided to do certain things. Right.
Exactly.
Now, as far as like with God and I believe in killing, but
well, and it's in the book. Well, but it's in the book, right? So, I mean, for example, they were in this society where it's like,
it's you or me is you.
If you're gonna be killed, my child is gonna be killed.
I mean, yeah. If it's between me and you, I mean, absolutely.
And we also have to consider too that the books that we have today, and that's why I encourage people to not only just like, if you are interested in reading the Bible, not only to read the Bible, but get you a Strong's Concordance, get you a Bible that is directly translated from Aramaic into English, because what you'll find is that there's certain words that it's been translated so many times that it's the way that we're reading it in present times, it's not really encompassing what it truly means and based in the culture and time of that during that time. Even to go, like, this might be controversial, but even in today's Bibles where they talk about homosexuality, well, if you go back and you get a text that was directly translated from Aramaic, it does not say exactly that. That translation, and when they started specifically itemizing homosexuality, that is from like our time period. So these are all things we have to consider, how much that particular book has been manipulated, and you do have to, do your due diligence. But I mean, religion is a complicated thing. It's a hell of a drug. Because people
love a drug.
I mean, yeah, they use it. Yeah,
it's true. They
pick and choose when they want.
I mean, I'm 100% with that. People do pick and choose what they want. They want to be, especially when it comes to like the 10 Commandments and stuff like that. Be like, oh, I'm not doing. You can't do this, but they be doing, the second thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't add up. Exactly.
You got a little splinter, a little toothpick. You got the whole steak.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So I don't like that, but yeah, it's a crazy world we live in when it comes to religion and people having control over people because of religion.
Yeah.
Because like we said earlier, people don't know how to read or don't know how to understand what they're reading.
And sometimes it's willful ignorance. They don't want to read, absolutely. So it's easy for them to find a pastor, preacher, person on national news show on social media to tell them what the Bible says, when they can open it up themselves and read it themselves. So if it aligns with their own belief system anyway, then they're not going to challenge it or question it or go back and check it for themselves.
Right.
And at the end of the day, anything you believe, it has to be rooted in relationship. I think that's where we get kind of stuck on the rules of following the rules, and then we remove relationship. R&R, rules in relationship. Look at that.
The Tim.
Well, we hope you guys enjoy Shemai's.
I know.
Because we done got all off the book. We sure did.
I think we still
I hope
we was there.
I hope we read a book that doesn't have murdering of children.
Oh, I know. That was a bit.
I wonder, you know what? Speaking
the drug addicts was a lot for me. The drug addicts was
that
doing way too much.
cannibalism.
How you like fire
dogs,
that much?
How you like fire
I'm
that
for
much?
real. We didn't even
Like,
talk about that
yeah.
that pyro, that pro.
Oh Lord,
Help me
yeah.
understand.
It's these drugs out here now.
These drugs is out here.
We had the bath salts.
I was just about to say that the
That's
bath salts.
like
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
like bath salt.
Or
Not
that,
to that extreme, but definitely.
My thing is, if you like fire like that, take your ass in the fire.
I know.
I'm for real. You
But
want
I
to
feel
see
like
other
they
people
said they
burn.
was doing that, wasn't that?
They was burning other
Yes,
people.
They were burning
getting
close to fire.
They
They
would
was-
get catch on fire,
yes.
and then they like, ooh, he on fire too.
Exactly. Instead of trying to help them,
That's a hell of a drug.
you just sit there watching your friends.
Why would
burn.
you want to do something like
Exactly.
that?
For real, like
You know what? I want
How
that.
high
They-
could
you-
you possibly
But
want
people
to?
do
they
crack.
said it was
That's
better than
true.
sex.
That's true.
They said it was better than sex. That's why they were doing it. And
But
the
you
watch-
had to find out that it was better than you had somebody had to be like, yeah, it's better than sex. But
how do you be rational saying that to
Ah.
somebody when you have shaved your eyebrows, painted your whole face?
that's what I'm saying. You're looking at
oh my God, it's better than
this person.
It's better than sex.
That's what I'm saying. You're looking at this person.
Oh,
What?
Right?
I
Are
mean,
you foaming at the
I
mouth?
bet.
All types of weird
It's
shit.
like,
Like,
I
I don't
bet.
want
I mean,
that.
shit, I don't know. You
No,
said
I
it-
don't want nothing.
This
like
shit got
that.
you kind of
No, I
crazy.
don't
I ain't
want
never been
nothing.
crazy over no. Maybe
I
it
don't
is
want
good. I
nothing
don't
to
know.
do
Like
with
you
it.
know, like
I don't
But
want
people
nothing.
do crack.
If
and they see
somebody
crackheads.
that is
Oh, yeah.
doing something like that and they look like that and they come to me and tell me how great it is, I'm gonna be like, you have lost. So I'm gonna be looking like you?
But Jasmine,
Absolutely
people
not.
do
Yeah.
crack. People do meth.
I mean,
And
No,
they see what
I
people
would
that on meth look like. They see.
I mean, I know. And that again, I still don't
I'm
understand
gonna
that.
take it back to burning people on the cross. I mean,
hello.
I'm gonna take it back to
Girl,
that.
Yeah, okay,
I wish I had wine to
I
sip.
mean,
Well,
I
Is it
think
gone?
yes, sister, we
Gone.
wish you were still here with us to tell us what you meant.
right.
Yeah.
But we feel you. We feel you.
Mhm.
She wrote about the future.
Yeah.
She definitely did.
All right. Well, so speaking of genres, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the. Did anybody else have any questions, thoughts?
All hearts and minds clear.
Oh,
Now that's order.
All
That's what you call it.
That's what you call order.
righty. Y'all, come on. I want to. Something good. And if it picks something that we already picked, we spin it again.
Got to.
Facts.
Oh, damn.
What
is
is
it?
it?
Memoirs and biography.
Okay.
Finally.
I was trying to go
Now just don't pick
motivation.
me or Shani.
Oh,
We tied.
I mean, y'all only. Well, I was about to say.
Hold up.
I know.
Hold up. Change the rules.
Y'all the ones volunteered the book.
No more sad stuff. So no Anne Frank, whoever the hell gets this. Okay. I'm over it.
Something a little light.
Yes, we need something light.
something light,
Yeah.
something
Something
light.
light.
No
Something
more
good and
Holocaust,
entertaining.
slavery. I just no.
I thought you was
Some-
what you
something
doing?
lighter.
What's going on?
Excuse
We
me.
already.
Don't rush me. No, second rule. New rule. We gotta spin it again. We gotta spin it again.
I know you were. I feel like the will is rigged.
Jasmine. All right.
It's about
So,
damn
okay.
time.
All right. So
Relax. It's only been 3 book clubs so far. Y'all picked 1 book each. Calm down.
Eternity.
oh,
Y'all
y'all.
act like y'all just been picking a book.
I gotta show y'all my name on that. I forgot to put that out there. See, because y'all was rushing me.
Well, y'all already know who turn it is.
I know, but I
It's
had to play. I had to play it because I want people to see it. Y'all was rushing me. I knew I was missing stuff. That's why y'all gotta let
I
her
don't know. I'm
cook.
gonna have to look and see whose book I haven't read yet.
Yeah, we've been-
You want some of the books you already read?
Yeah.
No, I want to do a book that I haven't
Hadn't read,
read.
yeah.
I don't want to do another
She
book
did
that
choose
I
some
read.
really good memoirs. Viola Davis, that was a really good
Yeah,
one.
Viola
Yeah.
Davis.
Did y'all read her book?
I didn't know.
Oh, that was good.
I feel like it got sadness in it though.
No,
did,
it
but
did, but it was
It was good.
Good,
though.
like
It was
from
good.
line 2. This stupid. I forgot.
She was cussing.
It was good. It was a good book though. I read it like.
Well, I'm interested. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Righty. Well, you guys, this has been an episode of our Brown Girls Book Club, presented by the Brown Girls Collective. Woo!
Another one in the books.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that. Unintended.
All the intended. All righty. So we'll see you next time. Again, remember, we are here every second Monday. I know we are a week behind, but everybody got lives and things going on. So we'll be here
Life be life.
Right? So we'll be here the second Monday of what's the next month? May. Yes. And we'll by the end of the week, 3 days from now, by Wednesday, we'll have the book selected and it'll be up on our page. So if you would like to read, join in with us, you can definitely do that. We love to hear outside opinions on the books because again, we might get a perspective that we hadn't ourselves thought of. So purpose is to broaden our brains. B-O-B. Bob. You saw what I did there?
Broaden our brains.
Yes, because she did it. R&R.
Girl, move on.
Fine. Whatever, y'all. Okay. But yep. So again, we'll see y'all at 8 next.
Quantitative books.
Yes, I thought it was cute.
I said R&R.
Yeah, so that's why I did what I did.
Oh yeah.
So way back. That was earlier.
Right.
Whatever.
I thought we was talking about something else.
All right. So we'll see y'all next time at 8:00, second Mondays of the month again. And I'll of course put the information out there. But thank you guys for joining. Y'all were again a great group of people.
A big thanks to our advertising sponsors and to you, our viewers, for being part of this journey. We can't wait to see you next time.